Howdy, and welcome to Broken Tool Garage. This week, working on this F-150, doing the recondition. Going to be going over some parts, and I'm starting to get some of those parts back on. So this is not going to be more me showing you how to do it. It's going to be more of a narrative style. I'm trying a couple different video editors and just trying a couple different little techniques right now in this video. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of an overview narrative style video. All right, well, let's just get into it. All right, I got some parts in. Let's see what we got. We got a magnet. Let's see what we get. It's probably upside down, right? It is. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Ford truck parts, Ford truck magnet. That's how it should be, right? Not always the case. All right, I got that window crank handle in, nothing to do with drivability, but that's a nice thing, right? Went with a cap and rotor, brass contacts. The other one's aluminum, just the rotor right there. So very nice upgrade. All right, box 2. Let's see what we got. We got the EGR gasket. Throw that where the EGR is. Spark plugs, stock replacement stuff. Ooh, we got a magnet. All right, let's see what this one is. I think it's upside down. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. All right, so Ford truck parts, and the magnet is... Really? I think I'm being trolled. The coil connector. Oh, ram charger parts, the headlight little hooyahs. And let's see, spark plug wires. Spark plug wiring. Again, stock replacement stuff there. And let's see here, double check for magnets. Hidden underneath the box. We got our intake manifold gasket with the throttle body gasket. Oh, there they are. And there, the idle air motor gaskets. And then, I don't know what that one is. I don't think it's a distributor gasket. It might be the distributor O-ring. Hey, I bet that's what that is. All right. I'll sum that one up. Let's go get these parts on. This is an aluminum intake manifold. The little mounting screws here. I'm going to use a little bit of anti-seize on them because that's a steel bolt going into an aluminum intake manifold. So it's always a great spot to use anti-seize on that because you don't want to be stuff seizing up and breaking your intake manifold, right? Kind of like that bolt right there. If they would have anti-seized it, wouldn't have been a problem. Okay. They are installed and hooked up. The hard part is climbing back and hooking those up, which I still have to do, but maybe 10 minutes, hook it all up. I mean, probably not even that. So super easy, and your injector harness, you can't get them crossed over because they terminate out of the bundle right at the injector, so that makes it easy. Now, if you got a mangold harness where nothing, well, they still come out and terminate close to the injector, so yeah, easy peasy. Okay, I got it all back together. What I accomplished here was pull the intake manifold off, the upper intake manifold off, all the vacuum lines out, fuel rails out, and went through and cleaned all those up. I serviced the injectors, went through, checked all the vacuum lines, and replaced those. So let's get into some of the details of what we got. So the throttle body, it needed cleaned. The idle air motor that was on there needed cleaned and put new gaskets on those. The EGR, it needed some vacuum line work done on it, and it needed a new gasket, so that's been put on there. The upper intake manifold's been cleaned. Of course, there's a lot of things that has to come off there. The vacuum lines that's hidden all around the back side of there, I had to replace some of those vacuum lines. I still need to put a little bit of convoluted tubing on that vacuum line right there. but that's a pretty easy job to do there. So the fuel injector rails, they have been flushed out and clean. I pulled the injectors off to do that. The injectors have been reconditioned. So to do all this work, to take it all the way apart, clean everything, put it back together, took between 4.5 and 5 hours to do it. I don't say it's real technical. I'd say difficulty level 2 on technicality, but you can see the engine is buried. You got to crawl into the engine bay. So it can be physically demanding to get into those positions to get to these parts. So I'm going to say it's a 3 difficulty just because of that right there.